Heyo there, fantasy folks. We're back. It's week 5. Got to run through week 4 first, though. So, starting with my team, we pulled off the win over the Trash Pandas.
Yeah.
Hey! Yep, that's right. Dink and Duncan, now sitting at 3-1. Trash Pandas at 0-4. Chris, I'm sorry, man. It was a tough break. Both of us had pretty meh performances from our running backs. Me especially. Man, I don't know what's going on with Dalvin Cook. He's over there limping around. And then Chris Carson just disappeared from the game altogether for what's his name? Alex Collins. I haven't thought about Alex Collins in like 3 years. Meanwhile, I got receivers like Robert Woods and Allen Robinson that I couldn't pay someone to take them off my team because every analyst in the entire industry is talking about how much they suck this year. Meanwhile, Marvin Jones just kind of disappeared for Chris. Like I said, his running backs didn't do a whole lot to help him. His defense lost him points. And of course, James Conner sitting on his bench somehow makes like 20 points. So, Chris, sorry. Hope better days are ahead for you. Meanwhile, Shaggy the Snoop Dogg falls to 2-2 after being up going into Monday night. Had huge games from Zeke and James Robinson and Debo and Gesicki, and he's going into Sunday night. He's got Brady left. Riverside Smash had Eckler left. That's all that was left. And Brady comes in, gets the revenge game win, but lets down a lifelong fan with his fantasy production, putting up only 11 points. Meanwhile, Eckler goes in and hangs a 29-point number up against the Shaggy, the Snoop Dogg. And surprisingly, Matty Ice, that's right, Matt Ryan put up like 29 points for Riverside Smash. So Riverside Smash goes to 3-1. Everyone is broken, still undefeated after taking down her man, Shane, and the Lloyd Dobler Express. That's right. Get off the train now, Shane, because I forgot where I was going with that. Shibicha, though. Shibicha. That's right. She comes in, beats him 115 to 111. This one was a tight one from the beginning. The heartbreaker for Michelle and everyone is broken is that David Montgomery is now broken. I'm sorry. He's out for like 4 to 5 weeks. Sorry. Meanwhile, for Lloyd Dobler Express, Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, Brandon Cooks, they kind of did what they do. They just didn't show up 1 week. All 3 of them. Meanwhile, Derrick Henry. I expected bigger numbers out of him since Brown and Julio were both out for the Titans, but he puts up I guess anything over 20 points is awesome, but when you got a guy like Henry, you expect 30 to 40 or 50 points. Nonetheless, Michelle walks away with the win, sitting at 4-0. Shane's sitting at 3-1. Oh yeah, and speaking of Julio Jones, that's right, Katie, my love, my dear, I'm talking to you. Yeah, what'd you learn this week, huh? What'd you learn? You should always check your lineup. She leaves Julio Jones in. Forgot to take him out. And if she had just swapped him with Galladay, she would have won by a point. So she falls to 0-4. Meanwhile, Dangerous Knights still 4-0. Undefeated Dangerous Knights. Scraping it together on the back of DJ Moore. Memphis Mains pulls off their first win of the season. Barkley comes alive, puts up 29 points. Meanwhile, AJ Brown should be coming back here in a week or two. So maybe even this week. I don't know. So he puts together a big win over Too Good For You. Too Good For You falls to 1-3. And they lost Mixon, at least it looks like for week 5, maybe longer. But the good news for Too Good For You is that it looks like CMC is going to practice on Wednesday. I doubt he'll be back this week. But man, getting CNC back into that lineup will change a lot of things for Too Good For You. Then moving on, Jive Turkeys pull together the win over the Hub Scrubs. Scoring McLaurin puts up 30 points, and then Dak and Jonathan Taylor also put up pretty big numbers. Meanwhile, Hub Scrubs, man, what happened to Mike Williams? Where is he? Where'd he go? That's right, Mike Williams, Monday night, 1 catch for 11 yards. What the heck happened, man? 4 targets, 1 catch, 11 yards. I don't even know what to tell you, man. Also, he's having, Hub Scrubs has got a lot of running back troubles. If you've got a bunch of running backs and you want some receivers or something, maybe reach out to Hub Scrubs because he definitely needs some running back help. I tried to help him out. I traded him Elijah Mitchell, and he immediately gets hurt. So, my bad. But I did trade you Chenault, and Chenault was pretty awesome sitting on your bench. So, guess you should have played him instead of Mike Williams. Sorry, if only we had known. And then our last game of week 4, Fort Lauderdale. Oh, football team Fort Lauderdale, what happened to you last week, man? That was a tough one. DJ Shark ends up not playing last minute. Gaskin plays, but puts up 0.3 points. Didn't even get a whole point. And then Denver's defense and their kicker put up a point. So it's when you got days like that, what are you gonna do, man? Meanwhile, football team Fort Lauderdale falls to 1-3. The people. That's right. They are at 3-1. Mahomes putting up 31 points, tossing the ball to Tyreek Hill, putting up 47. What are you going to do, man? That is a tough combo to beat. So that is our week 4 games. Moving on to look at what we've got on the docket for week 5. Football team Fort Lauderdale hopes to right the ship against the Memphis Mains. The Dene, the people, taking on Mabel's Milkshake. Mabel's Milkshake really hoping to pull it together. Hey, sweetie, maybe check your lineup this week. Hub Scrubs taking on the undefeated Everyone is Broken. Too Good For You taking on Shaggy the Snoop Dogg. Trash Pandas hoping not to get smashed by the Riverside Smash. And the Lloyd Dobler Express going against the undefeated Dangerous Knights. And last but not least, I'm taking on my old friend. That's right. Not just because I've known him for a long time, but he's old because he's older than me. Bubba Earl and the Jive Turkeys. So those are our games for this week. Set your lineups, make your moves, maybe throw out a trade offer here or there. And remember, when you're trading people, it's not about trying to screw over the person. No, you want to make a trade that is good for both teams. Look for what they need and then try and find something that works for both of you. Because if you start making trades and the other person always gets the bad end of the deal, then eventually nobody wants to trade with you anymore. That's why I can't get rid of Allen Robinson or Robert Woods. Nobody wants to trade with me anymore. It's sad. I don't know what I'm going to do about those two guys. But nonetheless, if anybody wants them, please reach out. If you think they're going to turn it around, I will gladly give them to you. All right, that's week 5. Set your lineups. I hope everybody has a fantastic week, except for you, Bubba. You. I'm coming for you, Bubba. Let me see your war face. This just in, big trade alert. Asking ye shall receive. I was asking for more trades in the league, and we got them in the last 24 hours. Jive Turkeys making all the moves. Trades with Memphis Mains to get Cordell Patterson. Then packages Cordell with Miles Sander. Ships them both off over to Trash Pandas for Aaron Jones. Now, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, man, I got to play Jive Turkeys this week. I'm stressing out. Not only that, I tried to make moves for Cordell and for Aaron Jones yesterday, but never heard anything back. So I decided to make my own moves. I went ahead through the whole farm at Memphis Mains. I traded him Chris Carson and his handcuff Alex Collins, plus Latavius Murray, plus Sterling Shepard. I may have gone too far, but hey, I got a new look now, right? Because I got Saquon Barkley and the beard's gone. All right, that's the trade update. Back to you.